sería mejor enseñarse los.
¿Qué tal? Muy buenas tardes, muy buenos días, Paulina. Bueno, nos estamos aproximando hacia la tarde. En fin, estamos aquí afuera de CNN, que es el edificio de Time Warner Channel. Y como ustedes pueden ver, hay fuerte presencia policíaca. Es un alarmante número de policías y es que también se notó. I stopped. There's delay. ¿Qué tal? There's a big delay. There's a massive delay.
Yeah, 20 seconds, and that's the last time when I was feeding.
Сразу после послушного сообщения о приближении взрывного устройства, буквально через 10 минут туда стянуты представители всех экстренных служб города. Также сообщается, что несколько минут назад туда приехали следствие, департамента полиции, а также сотрудники
Jared.
Hola, Luis.
I called him twice and sent a text message to find out what the deal is. Right now I'm in the prime location on 58th and 8th, but
Leticia is talking to me. Leticia. Bien, gracias. Ok.
yeah,
Entonces, yo me quedo acá. Ok.
understood, yeah? All right.
They're coming, yeah. My IUP is via... Okay. ¿Qué tal, Paulina? Muy buenas tardes. Nos encontramos afuera de Time Warner, que es el edificio de CNN. Afuera, en estos momentos, podemos ver una fuerte presencia de autoridades, tanto del departamento de antibombas como también el departamento de bomberos. Toda la cuadra a la redonda de CNN está bloqueada. ¿Por qué? Porque, como bien decía Lori Montenegro, desde Washington se recibió un paquete que presuntamente es un paquete explosivo. Las autoridades en este momento están analizando este paquete. Este paquete fue encontrado dentro de las instalaciones de CNN. Esta mañana CNN estaba al aire cuando de pronto sonó la alarma para que todo el personal tuviera que ser evacuado. Y no solo CNN, este edificio, estas oficinas que son los headquarters, están anexados a un mall donde se encuentran otras tiendas departamentales, tiendas de lujo y también un supermercado. Todas las personas tuvieron que ser evacuadas. Y también esta mañana se reportaron que hubo un paquete, igual como lo mencionaba Lori, un paquete en un sobre Manila que llegó a la residencia de los Clinton. La candidata a la presidencia, Hillary Clinton, no se encontraba en la residencia, pero el expresidente Bill Clinton sí se encontraba en la residencia. Ninguno de los dos tocó este paquete que al parecer contenía pues una manera de explosivos. Por supuesto, el servicio secreto se encontró con este paquete y este paquete está siendo analizado también. También el servicio secreto escanea todos los paquetes, por eso pues no llegó hasta las manos de los Clinton. Pero nosotros estamos aquí afuera de CNN y pues ustedes pueden ver cómo hay una fuerte presencia policíaca y pues es alarmante ver cómo pues reacciona en Nueva York, porque después del 9/11 pues por supuesto es de gran peligro. Todos estamos muy alertas y también todos estamos pues muy al pendiente. Las autoridades nos acaban de decir también que muy probablemente den una conferencia de prensa, están analizando este paquete sospechoso y pues también puede ser que nos manden a One Police Plaza, que es en downtown de Nueva York, para darnos todos los detalles. Por supuesto, en cuanto yo los tenga, regresaré con ustedes al estudio. Paulina.
I have you this time. Can you hear me? Sure. Speaking to you from the corner of 58th Street and 8th Avenue, just outside the Time Warner Center south of Columbus Circle. Vehicular and pedestrian traffic is flowing relatively freely in this part of Manhattan, including through Columbus Circle. Cars are able to move south on Broadway. What is not possible is for vehicles to go eastbound on 58th Street between 8th and 9th Avenues. This is a scene south of the Time Warner Center where there's just a large and growing NYPD presence. And just in the last half hour, the ATF arrived with backup firearms and explosives. I see very large NYPD vehicles, and what appears to be a dozen NYPD officers in and out of position in the middle of the block, just south of the Time Warner Center. It's our understanding that this entire building is evacuated, so it's hard to tell through this vantage point south of the building what the commerce continues on the other side of the path, and inside the Time Warner Center. A very large interior indoor mall, there's a Whole Foods. I can't tell from where I'm standing exactly what's going on the other side of the building. I'll tell you this side taking us to the street. Well, lots of bystanders and onlookers, people walking through Midtown, wondering what the commotion's all about, of course, and there are several dozen cameras on either side of the block. CNN, by the way, was on the air live within the last hour or so. The alarm started going off in the studio, and people began to heed the orders to evacuate. We are not receiving at this point any material that this is being investigated as a suspicious device, perhaps even an explosive device, and we're waiting for more word, perhaps here on the street shortly. You see right now an NYPD canine officer is walking up and down the street because there are many vehicles that happen to park here. One of them happens to be looks like a van for a security company, and the canine is sniffing around the vehicle to make sure it doesn't pose a threat. So that's the scene here. Remarkably, given the fact that it's drawing national attention, the scene here in Midtown is pretty much restricted to this one block of 58th Street. As I mentioned, traffic is flowing southbound on 9th, northbound on 8th, southbound on Broadway, and so things are, relatively speaking, normal, despite the fact that there's quite a scene here in this one stretch of 58th Street.
Right here. Most of the press is here.
You know, actually, I see there's the elevator for the 59th Street Columbus Circle station. I can't see whether it's in operation or been in operation. I haven't heard whether the station is closed, but perhaps you have.
Yeah.
Well, then I guess we'll have to take right. Well, we'll take it on faith at the moment that the station's still operating. But the scene here is pretty well locked down. As I mentioned, the NYPD continues working, and they haven't yet briefed us. But we expect that hopefully soon we'll get some more information, hard and fast, about what it is that's actually going on here. Yeah, no problem. I don't want to get your shot. Sorry, yeah.
Thanks for coming by and stuff there. Hey, Sharon. They wanted me to come up live on 31, but I think there's a conflict. On a live shot. The CNN Time Warner building.
Hey, did you guys see them put anything in it?
Well, I'm not with camera. This is just a static shot right now. I have no talent with me. Can you tell the desk that the detonator truck is moving? You good? Okay. I have no talent with me. Good point. All right.
Viendo el trozo que usan
Para meter la bomba.
Yep, you got
Aquí
it.
estoy.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll call him right now.
Hey, Theta, the mailroom is in the loading dock?
They're coming back.
Hey. Yeah, of course. Yeah, I don't know why. Yeah, sure. I was waiting for someone to ask. Yeah, there's probably a whole bunch of things we're going to hear. Right, that's what I agree. But
¿Qué tal, Paulina? Muy buenas tardes. En estos momentos estamos viendo a los oficiales afuera del edificio de CNN y también este centro comercial aledaño. Acabamos de ver cómo un camión que es particularmente para detonar explosivos acaba de ingresar al estacionamiento de CNN. Hay fuertes presencia policíaca, hay escuadrón antibombas, están los equipos de K9, que son estos equipos de policías con sus perros. También está, por supuesto, el departamento de bomberos de la ciudad de Nueva York. Nos acaban de decir las autoridades también y acabamos de recibir en nuestro teléfono una alerta en la que dice Emergency Alert, en la que piden a todos los vecinos de esta calle, en la calle 58, que nos encontramos en la calle 58 con la octava, que se retiren y que busquen resguardo inmediato porque hay fuerte presencia policíaca. Atrás de nosotros, donde está Elías, mi camarógrafo, hay circulación, pero de aquí hacia 2 cuadras adelante, o sea, hacia la quinta y hacia la cuarta, está totalmente bloqueado. Las autoridades están todavía tratando de descubrir qué es este aparato que es, bueno, ya fue calificado como un aparato que posiblemente pueda detonar, pero pues las autoridades, por supuesto, están haciendo las investigaciones preliminares. Todo el centro comercial fue totalmente evacuado, también las oficinas de CNN fueron evacuadas y como bien ya lo mencionábamos, CNN ha sido catalogado en muchas ocasiones como demócrata, aunque pues sea un medio de comunicación que se catalogan de no tener ningún partido. También al norte de Manhattan, en Evacúan, Nueva York, en la región de Westchester, donde tienen la residencia de los Clinton, se recibió otro paquete también de color manila, y algo muy curioso es que estos paquetes se cree vienen firmados más o menos de manera similar con los que recibieron los Obama y también con los que recibió la secretaria de Estado esta mañana. Lo curioso, ayer ya vimos que otro demócrata había recibido un sobre manila también con ese tipo de posibles explosivos, pero lo curioso es que esta mañana fueron otros sobres que se entregaron y aquí en CNN pues se detectó este posible aparato explosivo y este se detectó en el centro donde llega todo lo que conocemos como el email room, donde llegan todas las correspondencias, y ahí fue cuando se detectó. Es importante que si usted recibe algún tipo de este sobre, trabaja para una empresa donde reciba esto, por favor llame a las autoridades. Aún no sabemos si la conferencia de prensa se dará en el lugar. Normalmente cuando vemos esta fuerte presencia policíaca en Nueva York, dan una conferencia de prensa en el lugar, llegará el mayor Miguel de Blasio, no lo hemos visto en estos momentos, pero sí están los detectives que conocemos y pues nos han dicho que estamos esperando una conferencia de prensa. También tenemos información que el expresidente Bill Clinton no tocó de ninguna manera este sobre, ni ninguno de nosotros, ni tampoco los Obama, ni tampoco la exsecretaria de Estado. Ella estaba haciendo campaña en la Florida, pero el servicio secreto ha logrado interrumpir que lleguen estos sobres porque ellos tienen una fuerte manera y medida de cómo ellos reciben este tipo de información y este tipo de paquetes. Entonces el servicio secreto logró detener estos paquetes, pero lo curioso es que se han dado muchos de estos paquetes de manera similar y en estos momentos, bueno, nosotros no estamos muy lejos, estamos a no más de 200 metros, cerca, que serán unos, no sé, 15 pies de las entradas de CNN, y pues estamos aquí pendientes de ver qué es lo que ocurre y si este paquete será transportado muy probablemente, como los otros paquetes, a una zona donde lo podrán detonar y podrán analizarlo de manera correcta, y posiblemente para transportarlo es porque movieron este camión hacia el estacionamiento de CNN, donde este camión normalmente se utiliza para poder detonar los explosivos o transportarlos, y en caso de que sea detonado pueda esta explosión ser contenida. Por supuesto, nosotros estamos al pendiente, Paulina, de lo que está ocurriendo aquí. Hay fuerte presencia policíaca, el tráfico ya te imaginarás. Estamos en Columbus Circle a contraesquina de donde empieza Central Park. Estamos viendo, aquí hay hoteles como el Plaza, tiendas de marca, tiendas muy caras, y este centro comercial también tiene esas tiendas, y pues todo está totalmente bloqueado. Las autoridades están tratando, entran, salen, nos mueven, y los medios también pues estamos aquí tratando de entender qué fue lo que sucedió y por qué justo antes de también de las elecciones que se avecinan están ocurriendo este tipo de escenarios que pues no son normales. Aunque estamos acostumbrados a escuchar la palabra ataque terrorista, pues no deberían ser normales, y tampoco pues estamos acostumbrados a ver una presencia policíaca de esta magnitud aquí en las calles de Nueva York.
Check.
Hasta el momento la información con la que contamos es que recibieron uno, y también había otro enviado a la exsecretaria de Estado, y también fue interrumpido por el servicio secreto. Entonces, hasta el momento estamos esperando a que el servicio secreto dé la información correspondiente, y pues ellos normalmente reciben estos paquetes y no analizan estos paquetes dentro de la residencia. Entonces puede ser en un compound aledaño, en una casa aledaña, pero no es en este lugar. Entonces estamos esperando a recibir esta información, pero lo que sí sabemos es que había un paquete dirigido al presidente Bill Clinton y otro a la exsecretaria de Estado, Hillary Clinton.
Ordering people in this neighborhood to shelter in place. The entire Time Warner Center, which includes the office of CNN, has been evacuated. We have seen an NYPD explosive ordnance disposal unit enter the building. We don't know exactly where it's going or why it's there, but one can assume it's going in to dispose of whatever device they discovered. Yeah, 2, 1. CNN anchors were on the air when alarms inside the building went off, and the entire staff of the network was told to evacuate. The whole building itself, the Time Warner Center, which includes an indoor shopping mall, we were told was evacuated. Several dozen uniformed police are in the middle of this block of the trying to control the scene. Dogs have marched up and down, checking the parked vehicles here on 58th Street to see if they can. As the police presence here grows, canine officers have drawn their attention to parked vehicles near this block. Walk in, check the vehicle, see if there's explosive ordnance. All right, I'll give you that take again. My mother decided to take this moment. Yeah, I know. My mother decided this was an opportune time to call it. 2, 1. Canine officers are walking up and down this block at 58th Street very happily with their dogs and check to see if parked vehicles might pose a threat. So far, no sign of any hits. An explosive ordnance disposal unit operated by the NYPD entered the building a short time ago through the garage. Told us and mailed them within the loading dock of this building. The entire Time Warner Center, which includes an indoor shopping mall, has been evacuated. Good. Okay, all right. So I'll call you back if I know anything else. Stand by for a briefing from there, by the way. Thanks. Yeah, that's why we should. Yeah, we shouldn't pay any attention to anything that we have in front of us. Yeah, I did see it. Thank you. I'm not touching any of that stuff. Thank you, though. Okay, thanks.
Efectivamente, Paulina, este paquete fue dirigido a un exdirectivo, pero pues toda esta es información, hay muchísima información preliminar. Las autoridades dan a conocer cierta información, entonces lo último que podemos es especular, pero hasta el momento sí se ha confirmado esa información, que era este paquete dirigido a un exdirector de esta cadena, de CNN. También podemos ver cómo muchos de los presentadores estuvieron aquí afuera, pues porque todos tenían que ser evacuados para hacer televisión. Se requieren de productores, escritores, por supuesto corresponsales, también lo que se conoce como anchors, presentadores. Entonces todas estas personas tuvieron que ser evacuadas. En este momento CNN sigue totalmente bloqueado. Ustedes pueden ver cómo hay fuerte presencia policial y ahora todos los medios de comunicación están pidiendo que nos movamos hacia la izquierda porque pues tiene que salir
I don't know what you guys are doing.
departamento de bomberos de Nueva York. Nosotros podemos escuchar, yo no sé qué tanto escuchar ustedes del caso y del estudio, Paulina, pero se escuchan las sirenas a la redonda. También hay helicópteros sobrevolando la zona y es que pues es realmente preocupante que un aparato explosivo se haya dirigido a un medio de comunicación, y más aquí en Nueva York, que es considerada una ciudad donde pues todos los medios de comunicación convivimos. Entonces pues CNN fue en este día en blanco de este ataque o de este posible ataque, y lo que sí sabemos es que pues las autoridades están siguiendo muy de cerca lo que está ocurriendo. Ahora sí, les comentábamos que había entrado este camión al estacionamiento de CNN en este centro comercial y hasta el momento no ha salido. Entonces seguramente lo que están haciendo es tratar de transportar este explosivo que pues se dio a conocer esta mañana. Este edificio no nada más es lo que ustedes pueden ver, también son varios pisos. No sé si ella puede ayudarnos a alzar la cámara, ahí lo tienen, son varios pisos de, me imagino, cerca de 40, 50 pisos, y todos estos pisos tuvieron que ser evacuados. Esto es el edificio de Time Warner, que no sé si ustedes pueden ver también al fondo, hay helicópteros, no es el único, hay varios helicópteros sobrevolando la zona, y por supuesto llegan más detectives porque están detrás de nosotros y están tomando fotos
Okay.
claro de esta fuerte presencia policial que podemos ver en este momento. Entonces, pues seguimos al pendiente. Acabo de hablar con uno de los detectives de la policía de Nueva York y me dice que en cuanto sepa algo, nos lo va a decir por supuesto, pero también nos dirán dónde se llevará a cabo esta conferencia de prensa, donde todos estamos esperando para saber qué fue lo que ocurrió y cuál era el objetivo de estos paquetes y por qué todos al mismo momento y si era la misma persona. Como puedes ver, Paulina, pues muchas dudas que todavía tenemos los medios de comunicación, por supuesto, para informarle a nuestro auditorio. Ahí viene, ¿me escuchan? ¿Me escuchan? ¿Me escuchan? ¿Me escuchan? Está entrando el bomb squad ahorita.
Yeah. Yeah, 12:45.
El bomb squad, están tratando de entrar.
I'm cool, yeah, we're good. I got a Jujero, I'm all set
Dame un
over
segundo,
here.
ahorita te aviso si entra por
Alright, see ya.
Vamos a dar la vuelta, pero lo vamos a ver entrar, yo te aviso.
I'm glad you and I both know how busy this area is and just how many shops just in the top center alone. So imagine the people who aren't on the inside seeing it. So we just got to because of what's going on. You step out of the way, you can see pretty much investigators.
I'm just gonna slip right by it.
All right, sure.
They don't have them. Do you have a stick money? It's right here. Yeah, it's right here. It was working fine. He said, well, the photographer said it's coming through the camera. Did you hear that? The photographer says it's coming through the camera. Okay, we're
Estaban llamando Raúl Gutiérrez. ¿De allá?
Okay, awesome. Just come to 588 now to see everybody. I think that may have understanding of the street. Same, right? I've been listening to
Así es, Paulina. En estos momentos, hace menos de un minuto, acaba de llegar otro camión del equipo antibombas. Este camión no es como el otro, donde se detonan los explosivos o los posibles explosivos. Este camión viene con toda una infraestructura. Nueva York es una de las policías, precisamente por lo que ha ocurrido en nuestra historia, los ataques terroristas del 9/11, otras explosiones subsecuentes. La policía de Nueva York está fuertemente equipada para trabajar y poder tratar este tipo de situaciones. Y me voy a hacer a un lado. Ustedes pueden ver ahí al fondo cómo es que está llegando este camión al que me refería, que es del equipo antibombas. En estos momentos se están haciendo a un lado las policías que ya se encontraban aquí. Enfrente del camión está el secretario de prensa de la policía de Nueva York, Carlos Rodríguez, que él es el que nos ha dicho que se dará una conferencia de prensa más adelante, una vez que por supuesto las autoridades sepan ellos mismos qué fue lo que está ocurriendo hasta el momento. Como mencionaba José, pues se sabe que estaba dirigido a un colega de CNN que pertenecía al equipo del expresidente Barack Obama. Entonces, pues las autoridades están en estos momentos analizando este paquete, el camión donde se detona estos explosivos o donde se transportan estos explosivos no ha salido, continúa dentro de las instalaciones de CNN. Muy probablemente en el estacionamiento, por supuesto, transportar este tipo de paquetes no es nada fácil, porque lo último que tienen las autoridades es el valor de quemar. Entonces, pues se tiene que trabajar con muchísimo cuidado y también transportarse todavía con mayor cuidado. Entonces, llegó un nuevo equipo del escuadrón antibombas. Vemos también que todos los equipos de K9, estos policías con sus caninos, con sus perros, están pues poniendo todos los vehículos a la redonda, porque ustedes pueden ver también a la izquierda, hay muchísimos locales donde pues hay comedores, también hay hoteles, hay departamentos, entonces están poniendo a todas las personas allí, parece ser que ya fueron evacuadas. También podemos ver cómo hay imagen, es decir, hay una fuerte movilización, todas las personas que pueden, ahí al fondo son parte de la policía, o parte del nacional, o parte de los detectives o del departamento de policías, y no sé si ustedes alcanzan a escuchar, pero seguimos escuchando varias sirenas porque cabe recalcar, ya lo hemos visto con anterioridad, pero estamos en un momento y en un lugar donde hay muchísimos turistas en Nueva York. Justo antes de Thanksgiving y así entrada la Navidad, hay muchísimos turistas. En las oficinas de Time Warner están aledañas a un mall. Entonces este mall, este centro comercial tiene tiendas y también tiene un supermercado que es uno de los más ocupados y de los más visitados en Nueva York. Estamos a contraesquina del famoso Central Park. Ahí ustedes pueden ver la oficina de CNN de Time Warner, y las oficinas ocupan la mayor parte de todos los centros que ustedes pueden ver ahí afuera. Entonces es una fuerte movilización, coordinación entre los, por supuesto, oficiales, pero también entre el equipo de seguridad de CNN. Y pues estaremos muy al pendiente, Paulina, de qué es lo que ocurre aquí. Nosotros, por supuesto, a través de estar en vivo contigo y también, por supuesto, a través de estar en las redes sociales, estaremos informando todo lo que está ocurriendo, Paulina.
Oh, is she? No one's looking good.
Bueno, muy curiosamente, es muy buena pregunta, Paulina. Después del 9/11, la manera en que los helicópteros se transportan dentro de la ciudad es muy limitado. Normalmente tú puedes ver a los helicópteros en los ríos que abrazan la zona de Manhattan, que abrazan la isla de Manhattan. Entonces está el Hudson River y también está el East River. Estos ríos normalmente es por donde viajan estos helicópteros, y los helicópteros privados, o ya sea de la policía, no entran a zona de Manhattan, por supuesto, después de lo que vimos después del 9/11, pero en momentos o situaciones similares, bueno, prohíben todo tipo de viaje por aire, pero solo las autoridades y la policía de Nueva York puede entrar a sobrevolar Manhattan. Yo lamentablemente nada más puedo estar y estoy escuchando en esta zona. Muy probablemente hayan pedido que pues ningún helicóptero esté sobrevolando el área y son muy estrictos, así que por supuesto estaremos muy al pendiente. Pero aquí en la zona yo sin duda he visto más de 4 helicópteros sobrevolando y por supuesto toda esta zona está en completo lockdown. ¿Quieres llamarle de regreso? ¿Quieres el número? Yo le corrijo. Vamos a la costa oeste. Ahí está Raúl. Si quieres decir que te 786 3264.
Hey. I mean, is that where I'm next door to the building. They're doing it on 58th.
Yeah, exactly.
No.
Así es, Paulina, te escucho. Estamos afuera de las oficinas, en estos momentos hay fuerte presencia policíaca. El camión que ustedes están viendo ahí, que estamos viendo en estos momentos, es de parte del equipo del Escuadrón Antibombas. Ya habíamos visto que otro camión, también del Escuadrón Antibombas, ha estado en estacionamiento y en este camión es donde se consumen las expresiones y también se utiliza para transportarlos. Seguramente este paquete que fue comprado hacia a las afueras del CNN en estos momentos el Escuadrón Antibombas está a las afueras, estarán ingresando más parte del equipo para poder analizar este paquete que se cree fue enviado a un colaborador del CNN que es con seguridad de policía al gobierno del presidente Obama. Nosotros, por supuesto, estamos muy al pendiente, estamos siguiendo muy de cerca esta noticia, estamos aquí a las afueras del CNN, a menos de 15 pies de la entrada, por supuesto, que acabo de publicar. Tenemos información de que el Departamento de Policía estará dando una conferencia de prensa en estos momentos, no sabemos si aquí, a las afueras de CNN o en One Police Plaza, que son las oficinas de la Policía de Nueva York, del NYPD. Hay fuerte presencia también del Departamento de Bomberos, del National Guard y por supuesto nosotros estamos muy al pendiente de esta información. Paulina, regreso contigo.
Hey. Hello? 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 Hey, so I'm trying to get this to work, but it won't work if you call, so let me hang up and I'll try it. Okay. Okay, all right, bye. All right, can you hear me? Hello? Okay, so the problem that I have with this, and I downloaded the app, is that it requires your active involvement to send me the link, and it requires me to paste that link when it's time into this app. Yeah, the difficulty will be when it's in an off-hour situation or someone where you guys aren't directly involved, that we can't count on it working.
We're gonna not open this right here, but it's gonna be a funnel for.
Well, so have you tried the app? Because basically what it does is it asks you to paste the URL, and that's all it does. And it saves the URL, so as long as it's the same link, which would work for stations that only have one of these devices, you just literally open the app and you hit connect, which is fine. But there's no variability. You can't adjust the bit rate. Are you guys? Is it a web-based thing on your end?
Yeah. Oh, you need the filter.
There's a rack unit. Got it. So it's a rack unit. Okay. Well, as long as it sounds good, that's 3/4 of the thing. So yeah, I guess it works. Hey, brother. Oh, it's a little chillier than I expected, but we're fine. So, just so you know, there are no, I don't see any sticks. There's no, at the moment, there's no mic stand. So I have no idea how, there is,
They put it out right underneath the key on the truck.
got it. Sorry. So look, I guess what they're going to do is they're going to move us about half the block up. They've set up a bomb squad truck as a backdrop for this event. And there, I'm told by CNN producer, there's a mic stand. So at a certain point, it'll be a running horde, and we'll all move about, I'd say about 250 feet away from where we are right now, and get reset up. So all the live shots that you're watching are probably going to come down while that happens. But you know that Cuomo, and they're setting up some bike racks too. So Cuomo, de Blasio, O'Neill, it's going to be a big road show.
Right now they're still holding us back. When they let us in, I'll obviously go in there. Alright, see ya. Yeah. Understood, yep.
Have we confirmed the Brennan bit, by the way? Okay. Alright, well obviously that'll be a question we'll get asked. Okay. Townsend, got it. I think is that another emergency alert, DeMarco? Anybody getting that alert?
I heard a bunch of phones.
Yeah. So it sounded to my ears, and I'm not getting it on T-Mobile, but it sounded like another emergency alert just went out. Hey, DeMarco, can I take a look at that real fast?
What'd you say, man?
Can I see what that says?
Oh, yeah.
Safely, okay, the suspicious device was safely removed by the NYPD bomb squad. That's the emergency alert that just went out to cell phone users here. Safely cleared by the bomb squad. That went out at about 12 minutes after 12.
Literally just about 30 seconds ago, people on their phones here heard the same buzz, that emergency service alerting and did say that people could safely.
Craig, if you're trying to talk to me, you just cut out.
Thank you. earlier.
What'd she say?
Other devices being found upstate New York, there is still an active scene here. White people behind me, and Foxtrot trucks are still here.
Okay, so here's what's happening. They're breaking the police line down, and it's going to be a mad dash to get set up at the press conference location, which is about halfway down the block. So stand by for a running horde of media.
Go to the. You're letting other media. Not yet. Not yet.
Hold on.
Not yet.
It looks like they will be about.
All right. They're trying to control this crowd. It's not controllable. So I'm at the corner of 58th Street and 8th Avenues, right on the south side of the Time Warner Center building, which is CNN's office or bureau in New York, but not its headquarters, which are still in Atlanta. I think.
Lava, is it gonna be here?
You're in the right spot. You gotta work your way around. No. You're going one by one.
Gotcha.
Davide's in, probably will get 537. I'll put you closer once I get through it. Davide's there already. It might be 537.
What?
NYPD press pass. Hold on.
Hey, bro. You want this? Center console. Yes.
Where are they taking our cameramen?
It's mid-block.
Mid-block, just and reporters.
Yeah, so just getting the cameras in first.
Alright, so I'm just gonna, they're not gonna.
I gotta get the cameras in first. David, eventually, I gotta get the cameras in first. Here.
Guys, hold on. I'm doing video right now.
Leave our lives.
I'm doing video. Okay, hold on.
Sure, you good? Tom, I'm gonna give you this line here when you get there.
If you don't have one, step to the side. NYPD press pass.
Does he need this?
Tom is good. Go ahead, you got it, Tommy.
Ascolta Elisa, ci stanno facendo spostare più vicini. Prima hanno fatto entrare la camera, quindi Leo. Adesso tra poco fanno entrare me. Devi dirlo studio.
Hold on. Where's your camera? Hold on. Bring him around. NYPD press pass. NYPD press pass.
Adesso ci fanno entrare.
We're gonna get you in. Hold on, Maria. Hold on.
spot? Okay, that's fine. Yeah, so you can hold the spot, yeah.
I have a mic there. Okay. How's it working now? Better? Away from the crowd?
What do you plug in? Battery may not last.
No, we're here. Thank you. Plug in with my last name. Got my last name plugged in? Thank you, good luck. One, two, three. Hey, Ed. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Ed. One, two, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Hey, Al. Hey, Al. Hey, Ed. That's microwave 20. Microwave 20 is already there. It's Tracy for the press conference. Hello? Who is this? Who is this? Gus? Hey, Gus, look. Microwave 20. Take a look. We at the big press conference here at Time Warner.
1, 2.
1, 2.
Mic check, testing 1, 2. 1,
You see
2.
me?
Mic check, 1,
Okay.
2. 1, 2.
All right,
Testing 1,
okay,
2.
cool.
Mic check.
Okay.
Mic check, 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. Mic check.
Okay, 1, 2. 1, 2. Hey, one channel of audio.
Hold on 1 second.
1, 2, 1, 2. We good, right?
keep everybody in one neat place.
Okay, we have our second camera here. We're going to go set up David B. Miller outside of this podium area, if you want to take it.
Okay to stay here just to get shots.
Well,
I'm not live.
yeah, they're going to come through here. So this is, and the elected.
She's gonna move once she's
No,
fucking lying.
don't do that. Don't do that. Everybody has an extra. No gas. I don't give a fuck. Seriously, press pass. Tell everybody to take the press pass out. I don't give a fuck where it's from. If he doesn't have it, he's getting out.
He's rich and drives his bike. He's got his stuff. He's got his bike. Drives back and forth.
Doesn't matter.
Good. I'm right here.
Worked out. Thank you. I don't like to take it.
Are they rolling in either?
Might be right there. See?
Excuse me,
Got it,
please
got
come
it.
one step this way. No, he's saying, can you back up to this? No, because you can't breathe on the cover. Huh? That's hilarious, right?
Do we know who's going to speak? Do we know yet who's speaking?
I think, yeah, he's totally right.
Everybody got white bottles? You know when this thing starts? All right, let's get the rest of the people.
You guys are staying here though, okay? Carlos, where's Andrew and us? Let's load in. Load in. Rest of the cameras. Stand still. Hello. Yes.
You can't go in front of the mic. You gotta stay.
Fucking shit. This is the guy that said that.
Joking.
Doing up there? Come back down here.
Steve, do we have another do we have another what is the suitcase? Yeah, we're good.
It's not as good as graduation. I went there to a day game. I went there to a day game before the lights were on. What's amazing about this Red Sox? They scored. Nobody caught.
What do you call that device?
Mic clamp.
Mic clamp. Okay, good.
Yes.
Now I know.
Do you want me to throw it somehow or no?
The other day I learned this gopher tape, and that's what I got. But
Yeah.
I need to take it a notch ahead. I guess.
That works. No, that'll work. It'll look a little cheesy, but
It's black. Black on black.
Let's call him.
can you slide over there? What?
All right, cool. I'll just, it may take a minute. I'll try to get it.
police and the Secret Service. So today, the NYPD and all of our law enforcement partners responded to reports of a suspicious package at CNN. Our intel, emergency services, and Patrol Borough Manhattan South responded immediately, secured the area, and began a search of the building. Responding officers identified a device that appeared to be a live explosive device. NYPD bomb squad responded, secured the device, and removed it for investigation. Additionally, there was an envelope containing white powder that was discovered as part of that original packaging, and we're in the middle of investigating that right now. The area
I want to make very clear that the people of New York City will not be intimidated, that we are going to go about our lives undeterred, because the very concept of terrorism is to change us, and we will not allow that to happen. You cannot be terrorized if you refuse to allow the terrorists to win. People of this city have shown time and again that they stand up in the face of these efforts to intimidate. And I want to thank the people of New York City for the way they're handling this situation today. I also want to thank our first responders. Commissioner, to you and all the men and women of the NYPD, thank you for your extraordinary efforts today. To FDNY, Office of Emergency Management, our state partners, our federal partners, everyone worked swiftly to address this situation and contain it. I also want to commend everyone at CNN for the professionalism with which they handled this very troubling incident. We, at this time, do not have other credible and specific threats against locations in New York City. I want to let all New Yorkers know you can go about your daily routine knowing the NYPD and all these other agencies are here to protect you. It's important to note that this is an ongoing investigation. As we have more information, we will provide it. But I emphasize there is no specific threat against any other location in this city at this time. That said, the NYPD and all of our partners have reinforced our very clear, visible presence at key media locations around New York City and other important locations. So you will see a lot more police presence. That should be reassuring to all New Yorkers. Finally, I want to say this is a very painful time in our nation. It's a time when people are feeling a lot of hatred in the air. And incidents like this exacerbate that pain and exacerbate that fear. We cannot let the acts of a very few change who we are. It's really important at a moment like this to remember the vast majority of Americans, the vast majority of New Yorkers are good people trying to live in peace with each other. There are a few people, we don't know who they are today, but there are a few people trying to tear us apart through acts of violence. It is imperative that we ensure they fail. It is imperative that we act as the good and decent people that we are. This is a moment in history that's painful, but it will pass. This too shall pass. But today, the important point is, everyone can rest assured the NYPD and all other agencies are out in force to protect the people of this city and to make sure that they can go about their lives safely. Thank you. Governor Cuomo.
Thank you. Thank you, Mayor. Thank you, Commissioner. First, let's remember that we have the best police force and the best law enforcement agencies on the globe. And we want to thank the NYPD and the state police and the FBI and the Joint Terrorism Task Force, the Secret Service, all who have worked seamlessly together and are coordinated. And we should take comfort in that level of professionalism that we have in this city and in this state. As everyone is aware, there have been a number of packages that have been received. Last night, there was the Secret Service detected a package at the residence of President Clinton and Hillary Rodham Clinton. They notified the state police and the NYPD. We personally checked on the president's residence in Chappaqua at about 4:30 this morning, and everything was fine there. This morning, obviously, we have the CNN package, and I want to echo the professionalism with which CNN has handled the situation and the cooperation that they brought to the situation. So I would like to thank them for that. This is the world we live in. Terrorism, the attempt to spread fear, is the world that we live in. It is heightened lately. The mayor is exactly right. There are more tensions than usual, but this is the world we live in. Also, a little perspective. The first terrorist attack in New York City was 1993, 25 years ago, was the bombing of the World Trade Center. So in some ways, this is nothing new. We have lived with this for a long time. Actually, my father was governor at that time. This has been a circumstance of being who we are and where we are. We are New York, and we are an international icon, and for some, we're an international target. Terrorism only works if you let it work. Amen. What they are trying to do is scare us and destabilize us, and we will not allow that to happen. We are New Yorkers. We are smart. We are tough. We are resilient. And we will not allow these terrorist thugs to change the way we live our lives. They fail unless we allow them to win. And we will not allow them to win. Now, as the commissioner said, you'll see increased police presence from the NYPD, from the state police, from the MTA police, from the Port Authority police. You shouldn't be alarmed. There'll be more police on subways, more police on the streets, more police at crossings. As the mayor said, that's not because we know any specific threat. It is just a precaution because we are smart and because we have the best talent on the globe when it comes to this. So we will take every precaution we can, but we will not let terrorism win. Not today, not ever. Thank you.
Good afternoon. I have with me Special Agent in Charge Brian Parman. That's P-A-A-R-M-A-N-N, who's Special Agent in Charge of the FBI's Joint Terrorism Task Force here in New York City. As the governor outlined, this begins on Monday night with a package that was delivered to a residence in Westchester County. That was responded to by the Westchester County Police, the Bedford Police, and FBI Special Agent bomb technicians. That package was disrupted and taken to the FBI lab. Overnight, late last night, we received word of the package that was delivered to the Clinton residence, or was intercepted before delivery to the Clinton residence in Chappaqua, New York. That is also going to the FBI lab. After that, we were notified by the Secret Service that they had received a nearly identical package in Washington addressed to the Obamas. At that point, we began to take additional proactive steps. We had gone to locations the day before associated with the first individual who was targeted. Today we went out to offices of elected officials, media outlets, television, and in fact, when the package was discovered here in the CNN mailroom, we had NYPD personnel present who were showing them what these look like and what to be on the lookout for. So at this point, we are talking with other FBI field offices, the JTTF, about other incidents that are unfolding in other places. But suffice it to say, it appears that an individual or individuals sent out multiple similar packages. We have been working with corporate partners and the private sector. We have prepared a product through the NYPD SHIELD program, which goes to approximately 20,000 of our private security partners, instructing them on what to look for, what the characteristics are, and renewed tips on handling of suspicious packages. At this point, we're at a very early stage in the investigation. This is being led by the Joint Terrorism Task Force here in New York City with the FBI, the NYPD. We've had assistance from the New York State Police, who are part of that task force, and assistance from the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms. So it's a big group effort. The incident here today, once the package was discovered, emergency service was notified. They called the bomb squad. The bomb squad was able to safely remove a device contained in that package using the total containment vessel, the TCV, or in simple terms, the bomb truck. That has gone to our range at Rodman's Neck, where FBI Special Agent bomb technicians will work with our people on how to get it to the next stop, which should be the FBI lab, so all of this evidence can be examined together. There is an additional issue which is being worked on now, which is within the package that contained the suspected device is also some kind of powder. That's being tested now downstairs, so the mailroom area is still being contained while we go through the various steps to test that on a field test, package it up safely for removal, and decon that area and anybody who came into contact with it.
We're going to take, just keep in mind that this just happened a couple hours ago. It's still ongoing. So I'm going to take some questions. We're not going to be able to go too deep into it. Yes?
Can you talk about how concerned you are about the seeming political connection between these targets? People who have been politicized, but like the president?
Well, take a look at who's being targeted here right now. And that's why we're doing this proactively. We're reaching out to people throughout the city, checking with the people that do their security and making sure that their mailrooms follow proper protocol. So it is of concern to us, and that's how come we're reaching out to the right people. Yes. Hold on.
Mayor, Governor, earlier this week, the president investigated city congressmen for assaulting a journalist, and all sorts of threats to journalists and shootings earlier this year. Do you have a particular message to President Trump in light of what happened at CNN and to critics like John Brennan and like?
Look, I'm just going to say something broad, because at a time when there's a lot of hatred and division, it does not make sense to exacerbate it. Let's just say this to all public officials of all partisan affiliations. Don't encourage violence. Don't encourage hatred. Don't encourage attacks on media. You could disagree, but you have to show respect for people and air your disagreements peacefully. So, unfortunately, this atmosphere of hatred is contributing to the choices people are making to turn to violence. There's no question about it. And the way to stop that is to turn back the other way, to bring down the temperature, to end any messages about the use of violence against people we disagree with. And that has to start at the top.
Again, look, this is a political year. It's a political season. We are weeks from an election, and that's obviously in the air, and that's an obvious fact. But we've been through many political seasons, and we have political differences, and that's actually good for democracy. What is not good is overheated rhetoric, extremism that pushes people to violence. And at the end of the day, we may have political differences, but this is one country. We're all Americans, e pluribus unum, out of many one, and keeping the debate and the dialogue civil is very, very important. And for elected leaders, who in many ways set the tone, it is especially important.
Hold on.
Can you describe what the device looks like that was found?
John.
From FBI JTTF. So far, the devices have been what appear to be pipe bombs.
If I could, I'd like to make a statement. I know that a lot of the public right now is scared and concerned, and there's a lot of confusion surrounding this. I want to assure you that the reason we are here, because the totality of the federal, state, and local authorities will investigate this thoroughly and follow every lead, and we will turn over every rock, we will turn every corner, and we will talk to everybody that we have to in order to mitigate this threat. The mission of the New York Joint Terrorism Task Force is to protect the American people and uphold the Constitution. The utilization of violence in order to further one's own political agenda is unacceptable to us, and we will not rest until we find this, stop these hazardous devices from being mailed, and bring the individual or individuals to justice. We have no better partners in the NYPD, the New York State Police, and the entirety of the Joint Terrorism Task Force. We will be on this until the day that we find this individual and bring him to justice. I'd like to thank NYPD and our partners on the task force, as well as the United States Secret Service, as well as the U.S. Capitol Police, as well as the Westchester County authorities for the cooperation and collaboration that we have thus far. With that, I'll turn it back over for questions, sir.
Mayor de Blasio, you mentioned that...
Hold on a second.
As you've heard, there is a number of devices, and there's a pattern, apparently, to the number of devices. We wouldn't be at all surprised if more devices show up. A device has been sent to my office in Manhattan, which we were just informed about, and that device is also being handled. So again, this is a situation. A number of devices have been sent. They're being handled. We wouldn't be surprised if additional devices are sent. And the device that is been sent to my office has been identified and is being handled as we speak.
Governor, is it related to these other ones? Are they related?
And what do you say to people that are watching before the mayor right now nationwide that are scared to death?
Well, terrorism related, right? Terrorism is an attempt to strike terror, an attempt to strike fear. Obviously, these devices are an attempt to strike fear, hence terrorism. Are they domestic? Are they international? These are all questions that would have to be handled by the investigation. But yes, it was a terrorist attempt. It was a terrorist attack. And as you said, what's the intent? To strike fear. And when they strike fear, they win. That's when they are effective. Who controls that? We control that. We control that. This is not the first time we have been through this. We have been through this many, many times. Literally, as I mentioned before, it goes back 25 years to the first World Trade Center bombing. This is New York. It is part of who we are and part of our profile. So we refuse to be intimidated. We refuse to allow them to make us afraid of going through our daily lives. We have the best law enforcement agencies. We're all working together. We're all here, and we're going to go about our daily lives, enjoying this beautiful city and state, and we're not going to let them win, period.
Kate, you had a question?
Two more questions, guys.
Commissioner, was anything written on the packages? What was the return address?
Yeah, it's all in. I'm not going to go into what exactly was on the package. Okay, it was consistent with the other packaging, though. Listen, we have to go back to work, so we're going to give you updates throughout the day. We just want to remind everybody here and all New Yorkers: any tips, any leads, call 911 or 1-888-NYC-SAFE. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you for today. Oh, no problem. I'm the one that told you that we had a quarrel back in the day when something happened in Times Square that a drag man ran over a tourist, a young tourist. Okay. And then we saw each other in the Argentinian consulate.
Carlos, do you have any more of a description? I know you said two pipe bombs. Is it like size or color or wires? Or can you give me anything?
I saw a picture very quickly, but I don't remember what I saw.
Carlos, do you know if the suspicious package sent to Eric Holder's office is similar to these?
I don't have those details. I'll see what I can find out, but I don't have those details.
Carlos, the mayor said there's improved security in other media outlets. Which ones?
You know what? When they do something like that, what they do is they give the officers the addresses to those buildings, and the officers do what's called directed patrol. So the officer would drive by the building, they park in front of the building, but they're not actually like. So it's more of a.
But for what they said, I had the hint that the mayor said it's an attack against free press. It's like the media is being hit, right?
Are they going to do briefings
No.
back here again?
We're done here.
Okay. What are the locations getting checked out?
Talk to you soon.
Yeah.
What are the locations? John Miller said there are other locations getting checked out. Do you know what?
Nice to see you, Dominic.
All right.
Not bad. Not good.